Join me as I take on the challenge of finding clarity and peace in the chaos of life, and I'll show you how to truly listen for the whispers that matter. In a world filled with noise and distractions, it's easy to feel disconnected from the one thing that truly matters, our relationship with God. As someone who's walked this path, I know how hard it can be to tune into His voice. But I also know that when we do, it can bring a sense of peace and clarity that we desperately need. Life can get overwhelming, and it's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle. We're constantly bombarded with notifications, social media, and the demands of everyday life. It's no wonder we often feel like we're walking through a dense forest, unable to see or hear anything clearly. But what if I told you that God's voice is still whispering your name, even in the midst of all that chaos? The problem is, we've become so accustomed to the noise that we often miss the gentle whispers of God's presence. We might feel isolated, like we're wandering through life without a clear direction. Doubts creep in, and we start to wonder if God is even there. But I want you to know that He's always present, even when we can't feel Him. It's time to acknowledge that we've been given a precious gift, the ability to communicate with our Creator. But we've got to be willing to slow down, listen, and tune into His voice. When we do, we'll start to experience a sense of peace and clarity that we've been searching for. So, how do we tune into God's voice? For me, it's been a journey of prayer, meditation, and mindfulness. It's about creating space in our lives to listen, to breathe, and to be still. When we do, we start to recognize the subtle whispers of God's presence. We might hear it in the stillness of the morning, or in the quiet moments of our day. I've seen it in my own life, and in the lives of those around me. When we tune into God's voice, amazing things happen. We start to feel a sense of purpose, a sense of direction. We start to see that we're not alone, that God is walking with us every step of the way. I recall a moment when I felt like I was at a crossroads, unsure of which path to take. I was overwhelmed, and I didn't know what to do. But then I took a moment to be still, to listen, and to breathe. And in that moment, I felt a gentle whisper in my heart, guiding me forward. It was a turning point for me, and it reminded me of the transformative power of recognizing God's call. As I look back on that moment, I'm reminded that God's voice is always speaking, but we've got to be willing to listen. When we do, we'll experience a sense of peace, a sense of clarity, and a sense of purpose that we've been searching for. In closing, I want to leave you with a simple yet profound truth: God is always whispering your name. He's always present, always guiding, and always loving us. When we take the time to listen, we'll find that it can bring a sense of peace to our daily lives. If you've been touched by this message, I want to hear from you. Share your experiences in the comments below, and let's continue the conversation. And if you're looking for more content on spiritual growth, be sure to check out my next video, where we'll explore more ways to deepen your faith and connection with God.